Salutations all, and welcome to Basic Public Speaking. I am your Professor Christy Thomas, and this is the video chat for the dates of April the 17th through April the 23rd. One of my classes, that would be week 15. My other class, that'd be what? Week 11? I don't know. Anyway, but the dates coincide with April the 17th to the 23rd. This is a combined video. I have two different public speaking courses, but the same thing is due in both courses. You just finished up your final storytelling speech. Cannot wait to finish watching those and grading those. I plan to have all grades uploaded into the system this week. I have them graded in my own personal system, but I haven't updated them to Blackboard, and I will get that accomplished. Now, for this week, you have the second round of the Canons of Public Speaking Rhetoric of, well, the Canons Rhetoric of Public Speaking is due, second round. I realized when I opened the module up last week that I had uploaded the wrong questionnaire. So I went back and re-uploaded the correct questionnaire. So the right paperwork is up. And right now it just has, when you click that module that says round 2, it's just a link to submit. When I say submit, it pulls up a Word document. You can download that Word document and put your answers into it, and then submit that updated document for the answer. Now, if you have any questions about anything with the canons in the rhetoric world, if you remember, we've already done this one time. So if you go below all the modules of the speeches, because those are above all the lesson modules, there will be another module labeled Canons Rhetoric of Public Speaking. In it is a Word document that breaks down the definition of everything, the process, the story, all that, and then a video of me breaking it down. When I say second round, this is what I'm looking for, folks. We did the first round prior to really getting deep into any of the lessons of this course. Now it is the end of the course. All lessons have been open. We have chatted, discussed, and we're wrapping up all of our speeches. We have one speech left. I want you to now answer these questions after having gone through this course and apply what you have learned through this course to these questions. So your answers should be different than what they were when you first started the course. So don't resubmit what you submitted at the beginning of the semester. So, just kind of apply what you're taking away from this course now. So at the beginning, we did the questionnaire to apply kind of what we thought or what we knew, or what, just based off that first little bit of info I gave you. Now we're applying what we've learned throughout this entire course to these questions. So that's due on the Sunday, April 23rd by midnight. And that leaves just a couple weeks of our course. Those weeks are set aside for the final persuasive speech. I set aside pretty much 2 weeks, and that module is open. I set aside 2 weeks for that, for the simple fact that this is the big one, the hurrah, if you would. It is your most technical, this has the most technical requirements of any speech. Why do I say that? Because A, you have an outline due, and there are also 2 in-speech quotations, citations, blurbs, whatever the case. So because of that, there will be a works cited due with that outline. And again, the works cited, the beauty with technology now is that you can go to sites and apps and plug and chug your information, and it spits you out a correctly MLA cited citation. So you can just copy and paste that and put it on the end of your works cited. Your blurb or quote can come from the same source, but it cannot be the same sentence. So if you quote a person or a book or an article, it can be the same person, book, or article, but it cannot be the same sentence. So let that be known. So you kind of want to be like 1, 2 in order of your works cited. Also, there is a time, the time requirement on this is I need you to speak for at least 2.5 minutes. Now, if you go a little bit below 2.5, so like no less than 2, it's okay. But when you get below the 2-minute mark, there will be a deduction in points for time limits. So really make sure, and like I've said in many videos before, go over your speech out loud, or pre-record yourself giving your speech so that you have a better idea of timing. Or if you have someone willing to listen to you and time you, do that as well, because you want to give moments for breaths and spacing and pacing and tempo and all that. So persuasive speech, and your final speech that is due is a persuasive speech. So you're wanting us to stop or start an action, or you're wanting your audience to realign their ideas, attitudes, values, and or behaviors to that of the message you are giving, or you're wanting to persuade them in your direction. So if you think a stoplight needs to be added to a certain junction, you know, you want to, your speech needs to be worded in a way toward an audience that is going to convince them that they need to put a light in here. Or if you're wanting to tell us why Pizza Hut may have the very best pizza, align it, the wording of your speech, to coincide with that. You're wanting to persuade your audience that Pizza Hut's the best, or Sbarro is the best, or Domino's is the best, or whatever the case may be here. Or perhaps you're telling us that you're wanting that Michael Keaton was the very best Batman. See, your persuasive speech does not have to be a politically charged speech. That doesn't mean you can't choose it. I'm just saying it doesn't have to be a politically charged speech. So, your choice. You're just trying to get us to start or stop an action, or you're wanting to align your audience's views, values, beliefs, and attitudes, and or behaviors to that of what you're trying to convince us of. Does that make sense? I hope so. There's a whole module on it. I give you 2 weeks to work on that so that you have plenty of time to get citations, work it all out, create the outline, do the works cited, and make sure that everything is planned and ready to go. Because that final speech is due May 5th, which is the Friday of finals week, no later than noon. I will not accept any work from anyone past noon on that Friday. If you are missing any speeches whatsoever, I need you to get those into me by May 3rd at noon. So if you haven't turned in any work, here's your opportunity. You need to get anything that is missing turned in by May 3rd by noon, and that's the Wednesday of finals week. And by noon, May 5th, which is Friday of finals week, I will not accept any late work. I will close that off because I must have time to grade, submit, and get everything turned in. Folks, if you have any questions or concerns, I ask you to please reach out to me. I am pretty easy to work with. If you are missing work, or if you're missing quite a bit of work, please reach out to me and we will chat about it and get something worked out. Anyway, folks, I hope that you have an amazing week. Remember, the second round of the Cannon's Rhetoric of Public Speaking is due this week. That's due Sunday, April 23rd by midnight. That's due this week. And I plan to get everything, hopefully, all the grades will be input into Blackboard this week. So, catch up time. Anyway, folks, I hope you have a great week. Thanks so much. Bye.